All right, so we working back. All right. Say what?
Let's get straight to it. We don't gotta do no small talking.
No. I got a question, man.
They said they ain't got time for questions.
I got a question, man. They gonna answer this question.
I do.
Oh, the question is the question.
I love questions.
So check this out. We've been through the entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? We talked about nails. We talked about hair. We talked about the caveats of the business.
Right. We better get into that skinny of the shit.
What does romance fit into this lifestyle of, you know what I'm saying, this work, you know what I mean, the entrepreneurship? What does love fit into this?
Love?
Romance.
To expand on what he's saying,
yeah, go ahead.
As a bosspreneur, right, it's hard sometimes to deal with someone who don't understand your flow.
As a solo
your workflow, your day-to-day, what you got going on. It's different than like your average. And it's not saying nothing wrong with the people that get the average. But like, it's a different life that all of us probably live in, dealing with someone who's not in that same space. And you got to explain, I got this, I got that, I got to run here. You know what I'm saying? So like, how does romance, love, relationships fit into entrepreneurship for you women specifically? And then me and BRIL can give our spiel about maybe perhaps the same thing.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. So as an entrepreneur dealing with, I've been in relationship. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just come close.
I've been in a relationship
Good luck.
where it has been like where they work a 9 to 5 and I'm a business owner, and that's completely fine with me. Like that's fine. But it does start to get a little complicated because they don't understand that you have to spend time on your phone. You have to spend time on the computer. You have to edit. You have to answer back to messages, respond back to clients. Like it's so much into it, and I feel like a lot of times they don't understand. Like my standards now for a man moving forward, because I am single, but moving forward for me as a man, you do have to understand like what I do. You have to respect it. I don't need you questioning like what I'm doing. You have to understand that I'm doing this for my business. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I'm doing it for us as a partnership, you know, to move forward in our relationship. But like, you know, it does become a little conflict comes in that when you are in a relationship with somebody who doesn't understand the business aspect of what you do, you know, and you can.
Lezz, I see you thinking hard. You was looking up. What you thinking about?
What you piggyback off of that?
No, I was just thinking like basically the same thing. Like for a person who just wouldn't understand, like as far as like the long hours,
yes,
even some shit like this, like this is late hour shit. This is some
right. Just like you know, doing stuff like this or. Going to networking events. I just went last week to after school. I went to the Mint Museum and they had this fashion thing going on, and it was just like a networking thing. Like, and it kind of ran late as well. But that's something that I got my business out there. I have to talk to people. So like some people, you know, they may not.
And you might be dealing with an insecure man.
That's
an insecure man who doesn't understand,
or you might be
the game
a little bit more, or maybe
making more.
Either you're making more, or they might be just a little jealous of
how frequently you can make money,
how frequently, how fast you can make money, and then like the spotlight.
Oh my God, the spotlight! I've dealt with that in my past, like with men I've dated, like getting so much attention from social media and stuff. And honestly, I'm not even the type of chick that even like. I don't really care about that side of it. I just want my business to speak volumes to people. But like even dealing with a person who doesn't understand, like when you're talented, it comes with, you know, people. It comes with attention. You know, exactly.
Uncle Ben from Spider-Man said it best: with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What that is.
No,
I want to touch on something that y'all kind of breezed over. You know, I really want to ask you this direct question. So,
I know what you're about to say.
What am I about to say?
About a guy you making more money than your
because when you're entrepreneur, a real entrepreneurship, when you putting all your marbles on the table for real, you can have some down times, but when it's up, she can get up.
She can get up.
Right.
So how do you feel about you making significantly more than your man, and do you think that would be a problem going forward if he's a 9-to-5er? So he has.
I mean, because I've been in this business for 6 years, I have been in 2 relationships while I've been in this business, and I've learned that you do have to have somebody who understands like the things that you do and the stuff that you're doing, because it does become an issue if you're working a 9-to-5. Shut up.
Why you
Shut up, because I know what you're thinking.
I know.
If you're working a 9-to-5, right? I don't care about that. Like my man doesn't have to have he doesn't have to be a business owner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's a decent job and it's consistent, that's cool by me. But it starts to become a problem when he starts seeing that you can make how much, the money that you make in one day. You know what I'm saying? How much money you can make in 1 week. And you have to wait for 2 weeks to get paid. You know what I'm saying? As a man, the pride comes into play because it's like, oh, you think you're better than me because you're making more money. And it's like a female and a male thing. Like a male has to feel like he is, running the house and like he's, the one that's like the alpha. But in reality, it's like we can both make good money together. Like if you are a real partner and a real team, you understand, like, if you make money and I make money, let's put it together and let's make something bigger than
that together.
Exactly.
So you think when it comes to like you specifically making more money than your potential mate, it wouldn't be a problem from your side. It would be probably his ego, his male pride.
And that's when it becomes a problem because I don't really care about that.
Then you start arguing about shit like, why you
take out the trash about little shit.
I'm interested now. So let's just say, I'm gonna build this little scenario, right? We can get a little messy, all right? So let's just say you got a man, right? You got a man, and I saw you laughing too. So I want you to, expound on why you were laughing while she was talking. So you got a man. I'm gonna paint this picture. You making, let's say you
not too much.
Let's not
too much on my body now.
Okay. But no, this is hypothetical. Yeah. Allegedly, you got a man. You're grossing 175. You're profiting 110. So you're making 110, 120 a year, right? Your man's is making 60. How do them bills look? Y'all live together.
Y'all half and half, and
how do those bills look?
I mean, to be real with you, I don't have a problem.
I don't have half and half it. And this has nothing to do.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
In that
scenario, I wouldn't mind half and halving it because
me neither.
Just because it's just like, let's just do that. You don't have to worry about
your own person.
You're my own person. You don't got to worry about me.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I'm not that type of woman. I feel like a lot of women I hear nowadays, it's like, oh, you got to pay for this. If we are not married, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no specific ties to me. In reality, like, my bills are my bills and your bills are your bills. Now, it's a plus if you want to be a grown man, like my daddy taught me, like a man does carry the weight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these men nowadays don't know the aspect of being a real man. And it's like,
especially if you want me to live with you.
Ooh, but I ain't never had a man want to live with. I've had a man want to live with me.
No, because I've already been established. Both, but it's just like, but it's for me. It's just like if you want me to do like, if you want me to stay with you, I'm not gonna say like, oh, immediately like, oh, you got to pay the bills. I'm gonna talk about the half and half because another thing people don't realize is that like, if this man is paying all these bills, like, what you doing? Like, you either better be stacking up bread because what if that. I don't know because I'm here, but what does that nigga leave your ass? Right. And now you just, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely have like your own.
Make sure you have your stuff together. My mom always told me like, she never even liked me receiving on a man. Period.
Like, even gifts or depending on like, she never liked me taking things from men or just like if my like ex or something like that would give me expensive gifts, she'd be like, "Ooh, are you sure about that?" And I just be like, "Mom, it's okay." But she looking at it in this aspect like she looks at things sometimes like. Guys always are gonna want something in return. In a way, and it may not be immediately, but eventually they're gonna be like, "Oh, remember when I bought you this?" Yeah,
that's
and it's like I never want nobody to hold
ever
say you put me in a position. Or you did,
no man could ever say they put me where I'm at today.
So brings me to my next point. My dog started just reminded me. So let's just say you say no man can put you in a position, right?
Correct.
Let's just say that this, you know what I'm saying? I assume that as a nail tech, you make a lot of money, $300-$400. That's a lot of money, right? Suppose he really got banked. Like he's like, it's like you might be messing with like a league brother. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like $10 million a year. You can work your ass off. You probably won't touch that. You can bust your ass. You probably won't touch that. But he's fortunate enough to be 9, 10, maybe 11, 12 million a year. And he's like, I'm putting you here, I'm putting you there. Now, how does everything work? Because we just got a situation, or we just read a situation last week where Ben Simmons, a famous basketball player, if you guys don't know, he got engaged to this woman, bought her, it wasn't $80,000, it was $800,000.
Damn.
$800,000 ring. Mm-hmm. They called it off.
He wanted it back.
And he wanted it back.
And did she give it back?
No. How do you guys feel about the Indian giver? Like, if we're together, I'll buy you something. Do I get it back?
Our premise. So basically, like, go ahead. So make it like in real life, because none of us is doing an $800,000 ring. Y'all ever had niggas that gave y'all some shit and then y'all break up and they want it back?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Indian givers, like they done gave y'all like this and that.
But I don't believe in that because I'm not like that. If I give you something out of my kindness of my heart,
a gift, right?
Then that's what I'm giving you. Even if we split up, even if it's bad terms, I'm not gonna be like, give me that back. No, that's corny to me. You corny. That's not. It wasn't even genuine to begin with.
Right.
You wanted something in return of that.
Man, listen. If that shit is over $500,000, give me that shit back.
I'm keeping it real deal.
You wanted to do that in that moment. You wanted to do that in that moment, so you stand on your word. I'm big on a man standing on his word. If you say you're gonna do something, you do it. You don't ask for it back. That's lame.
But if it's a pair of shoes, fine. It's this, that, the third. If it's an engagement ring,
nothing to me.
But like I said in the last part, an engagement ring is not a gift. That's almost like a physical contract of us about to get married. If we don't get married, then we need it back.
I need that shit back.
I hear about stories about people, whether or not they should get the engagement. I feel like it's circumstance, like what the situation was. Like if she was the reason why the engagement was like,
or if somebody cheated,
then I can see why they wanted it back.
It's levels to
but
it.
If it's him putting her through the shit or whatever, I'm taking this engagement ring and I'm about to fucking flip that hoe. Okay,
I told they gonna melt that bit down.
Big flip.
Damn, man, you ain't getting your shit back, bro. You ain't get it back.
Respect. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna shift gears to a kinder subject. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have a little lighthearted something just to sort of keep shit moving because we've been keeping y'all here for a minute, so we're just gonna play something fun.
Yeah, so
do something cool.
We can play this game called Dog Eat Dog. Okay?
What is that?
Right. So Dog Eat Dog is a game where we'll give you guys options and you can choose between the options, but this is the format. We're gonna bring up, for example, option A. And option A is gonna be placed against option B. You'll choose your preference. Okay. And then let's say you choose option B. Option B will then go to the next round and you'll be faced with
B versus C.
Yeah, B versus C.
Okay.
Oh, like this or that.
A question.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Tournament style, this or that. All right, so boom. In spirit of Valentine's Day. So, we have bowling.
Are these dates?
Right, we can't give you any context. We can't give you any context, right? Okay. You can assume that the dates or you can pick it as dates, but I can't give you any context. So, bowling, skating.
Bowling.
How do we shit, you gotta go bowling?
No, I'm going bowling.
This nigga,
I bought a 194 last night on these niggas.
I hate bowling.
Hey, what's up on these niggas for real?
Bowling is so boring to me.
You seen
it?
Bowling ass nigga. He gets 2 lanes when you go to the bowling.
I do the league style, so we're like, you go.
I just hate getting up and sitting down.
But when you, that's right. When you do league style, like you get 2 lanes, right? And you got 4 people, like you gotta go. It's almost no sitting down. You're going back and forth between 2 lanes and shit. It's up though.
I'm fucking with skating. I'm fucking with skating.
See, I
got a ball. I got a bag. I got shoes.
I'm not a big skater, so I can't. I'm not really good with skating, but I love bowling. Like even with my long nails, I still know how to bow.
That's crazy. We gotta see. We can't take that at face value. We need proof. Put that on the IG.
We're gonna take an Epicenter trip. Epicenter and Friends trip to the lanes.
With
and we're
nails,
gonna
ladies, with nails, we can do it all.
But like skating, the playlist, that crazy, man. Underrated. Skating got underrated.
It really does. But so does the bowling alley, depending on which one you go to.
Hell no. If we average out bowling alleys across the world,
it is trash. The one at AMF over here, they got a playlist that they play. It's disgusting.
So we're gonna move to the next round. Sorry to hold y'all up. So okay, we're gonna assume bowling one. So bowling, dinner date.
Dinner date.
Movies.
Dinner date.
I like the movies.
I love to eat.
Because I be like talking and like movies you can't do no talking, just sitting there.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Dinner date, movies at home.
Movies at home. I love.
Oh, we were saying movies in the theater or movies at home?
The first one was movies at theater. This one is movies at home.
Movies at home.
Home. What you got? Nigga, ain't get pointed at me.
No, because I'm gonna mess it up.
You just moderate.
I'm gonna mess it up. Yeah. So okay, movies at home, manicure.
What? Movies at home or manicure?
Yeah.
Which one
you
you
talking about for a man or for a woman?
We say we doing one or the other. The little cards. You seen the little cute cards? You pick which one? If you could pick.
Movies or manicure? Well, I do my own nails, so movies.
Yeah, I would say movies at home still.
Movies.
Pedicure. Movies at home.
Movies.
I would get a pedicure.
You get a pedicure for her?
Yeah, I like getting my toes done. It's nice and relaxing.
So, can we go back to the dinner date thing since we in Charlotte? And I wanted to point out, it's not necessarily the dinner date spot, but it's a smooth lounge. Shout out to Harold's, man.
Yeah, Harold's was
shout out Harold's.
That was
this is
vibe.
Unpaid. We just shouting y'all out because we fuck with y'all. Shout out Harold's in the city. Shit was crazy.
What's the best?
It was packed out.
We gonna help our male viewers out because it's a couple niggas. Well, they probably can't. It's Valentine's Day. You seeing this? If you ain't got your reservations by now, it's over.
It's wraps.
It's over for your ass.
It's wraps, nigga.
I got mine in the tuck,
Valentine's
so I'm good.
We can get into that.
We can get into that.
Time wise,
right. Are we talking about Valentine's Day?
Not yet.
No. Say it. Go ahead. What you want to say? What you want to
do? A short ISO.
I don't expect anything out of Valentine's Day anymore. It's cool and all. I love it. If I get flowers, that's nice and sweet. But it's just like if you have that expectation and then it's just like you don't, then it's just like
I just don't have any expectations for Valentine's Day, so I don't get disappointed.
I don't get
disappointed.
Because I'm single now. This is my first year being single on Valentine's Day in years. I've always been in a relationship, so this is different for me. But it's okay. Like I'm not tripping. Honestly, Valentine's Day should be every single day. It shouldn't just be one day. You know what I'm saying? We're all love, so we should be excluding that anyway.
Can I say this one thing?
As the nigga who don't got to plan Valentine's Day, I like to say what.
No, I want to ask this to the guys because I had an ex, right, and he said that Valentine's Day was every day. That's cool and all, but if Valentine's Day comes and you still don't do anything just because you know it's Valentine's Day.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas that say that just don't want to do shit on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Just to prove the point that Valentine's Day is every day.
I'm gonna have to keep it G because niggas say that like I get you flowers any day. Niggas, you ain't getting no flowers. And even if you did, like it's the day to do it, and you skip that day.
Exactly. Just because so you can give it to me the next day. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
But it's definitely he might give me flowers all the time.
Right.
But it's just like the day that you.
But why not get it on the day?
Right. Just go ahead and go with what? Oh, society. This.
Society.
Please. Okay, please.
It's BL from Joe Budden. He said I get my girl flowers 3 times a month. They was on his ass too. They was on his ass.
I used to get flowers every Friday.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know, like as the people that don't have to plan Valentine's Day, you can just
they can
just go in with the
just live in bliss.
Meanwhile, niggas
ask about dinner spots here.
Yeah, I
was gonna ask what are your because I'm gonna give y'all one of mine. Don't blow my shit up. All right.
Don't blow my shit up.
Either.
A lot of niggas say steak 48. The presentation is fire.
That's my shit.
The presentation is fire, but the actual steak 131 Main.
Oh, 131 Main? That's my shit too.
Yes, I love that shit.
I love 130 Main. Yes.
Let me say I like Rio's, but I'm a Rio's nigga because that's when they do. I don't know if you ever been to like the Brazilian steakhouses where you put the card out and they bring you lamb chops, Brazilian steak, like until you turn your card red. They're gonna bring you steak over and over and over and over.
I'm not gonna lie, I love some steak 48.
Type shit.
I mean, I'm real easygoing. Like, I feel like a lot of people judge a pretty woman and think like, oh, she want to do this. I'm really actually not like that. Like, I'm from West Virginia. I'm from a small town. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me,
does that mean you're not a city girl? That's what you're saying. West Virginia.
I mean, I have my city girl ways, but I actually like meaning behind your gifts and like thoughtful things. Like, it's not even about the money you spend. It's about like you could give me goddamn. It's just something like a card that just explaining your feelings to me, and that would be enough for me. And I'll just be like, wow, like that's deeper than just taking me and giving me like clothes and stuff. Now, would I like that? Yes, but what do I appreciate more is just like the thought behind it, you know.
No, that's for sure. So fellas, we're gonna take note. We're gonna take note. If you want to get at Jazmin, you don't gotta buy anything. Just get a card, bit card, and just go a poem. No. It's too late. You see how shit change up now? You see how shit change up?
Buy a card and write a big poem in it.
Exactly, a big poem. At first, okay, but
it's levels, fellas. It's levels.
It is levels. But I like to say, you know, I know you probably agree with me, man. It's been wonderful having you guys on, man.
Yes, this was fun.
Yeah, it's been lit.
Can you give them your social medias and where they can
wherever they want to reach you at, business wise, personal wise, give it to them right now.
All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Jazmin_Cazey. That's with a Z and no E. I am now on YouTube, so you can find me at Jazmin Cazey. And
what you got dropping on Valentine's?
I got some hoodies dropping on Valentine's Day. And I got a video shoot coming out for that, and that should be the end of this week. So yeah, stay tuned. We got some good shit coming.
And for me, I have a lot of things coming too.
Yeah, you do.
You can follow me at Styles by Lezz It's 2 S's. Styles with 2 S's. By Lezz.
Spell it out for the people who can't spell.
STYLESS BYLEZ with a Z.
There. With a Z. We're gonna put it on the videos. We're gonna tag them. We're gonna do all that.
Yeah.
Send them up.
And I'm actually moving into a suite.
That's right next to your girl. We're gonna be sweet.
If you want to catch them together, pull up on.
I'm so excited.
Pull up on me.
I'm so excited.
Giving them Olaplex treatments and all that. Get ready for them steam, silk presses, tape ins, all that. All right?
Yep. Lock in.
But yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all coming on, man. Because this, I always say this, we want to give the interviews to people that haven't been interviewed yet. Not to say y'all shouldn't have been or couldn't have been, but y'all would. Y'all here right now with the Epicenter podcast on episode 4 on the Valentine's Day podcast. It's big news. Like, we've been planning it for a minute. We appreciate y'all coming and being patient, because this is new to us too. Like, we in this space, but like, you never know what these cameras gonna do. You never know what the lights gonna do, the microphones or like our help. Pank, you know what I'm saying? This guy plays a super integral role. Like, we just be like,
shout out Pank.
Everything be happening and shit just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't know what's gonna go on. So like the patience and like the endurance y'all did with us tonight, super important. But it's gonna be worth it in the long run when they look back at this and they hear about your nails and your hair and it's blown up. That's what the Epicenter is all about, man. You gotta come right here to Epicenter at the end of the show. What up?
I have a question. Why do y'all call it the Epicenter?
Right, we forgot. I told him that we didn't ever say that shit.
You don't? Do you understand the reference?
Of course.
Okay, you understand the reference. So,
of course.
From Charlotte?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the reference.
So
give
him to him. Give to him.
Touched by that.
I'm gonna get a preface and I'm gonna let you explain why.
Okay, we'll go.
So the preface was, me and this nigga, I meant this happened perfect. I'm glad you asked. We driving around, right? Well, first off, we started a podcast 2020 called the Real Spill Podcast. Just talking real shit.
That was fire. We
COVID happened. We stopped it, right? We driving around, like, it was some shit. I forgot what happened. We was like, bro, we need to get back on the podcast again. Nobody in the city, North Carolina, South Carolina doing that. We went and picked up a U-Haul. We went and got these couches. We went and got the table. We went and got that picture. We was like, bro, we got a room. We gonna do it. We gonna start it back up. And we just gonna start podcasting again. Reach out to the people in North Carolina, South Carolina that haven't been knowledge,
because it's so many lit people in North Carolina, South Carolina, but Virginia, Tennessee. If y'all would, if we were in, like, you and myself included, if we were in Atlanta, we'd be triple the size we are now, man.
But I'm cool with being where we at, because I don't want to be in that saturated market. But then the Epicenter came about. The show was supposed to be called The Climb, because we're gonna talk about entrepreneurs on their climb. We looked it up on YouTube. It was like 10,000 podcasts already called The Climb, bro. So me and him going back and forth, we texting. And then this nigga can let you finish the rest of it.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, because we're going to start out. Of course, we want to be national, but we're going to focus on, like, people who really doing their thing in, you know, Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, in our area, and expand out. And if you're, it's like a, you know, it sounds fire at the Epicenter. But if you're from or been around Charlotte the last 5 years,
when shit was popping.
Yeah, you understand what the Epicenter was and how much it meant.
I definitely respect the name, because I miss the Epicenter.
Everybody do.
Miss that.
Man.
So I feel like you were real one if you ever went and been there.
You are a real Charlotte.
You're a real
native if you know about the Epicenter. Like, that was the good times. You know what I'm saying? All these new Charlotte, all these new Charlotte. Anytime we go out, we be like, who are these people? Like I've never seen you guys before.
But everybody used to be in the Epicenter, nigga. And then when you went to the suite, They took stay in sweet shop, man. If we'd have had Clay, if we'd have had Clay live at the
Live after 5. Oh my God, that was our shit.
Live after 5 was the
lit shit. We used to be in the Epicenter every week, dog. Oh, what was the rooftop joint across from Sweet?
It was called Rooftop.
It was Rooftop. Rooftop 210, right?
Was it number?
210, right?
Real talk, I bought my first pair of Cole Hines. I don't know whether it was Oak Room or Sweet. They told me I couldn't get in.
That dress code.
Yeah, that dress code, man.
They're going to dress code.
That was right next to
that's what we're talking about. Sweet.
Talking about the small Vault.
No, Vault. So Sweet was the one.
Sweet was
Candy Bar.
It was Candy Bar. And
shit, SMG was in there too.
SMG.
Oh, that's where I used to work at.
Studio Movie Girl.
Studio Movie Girl.
Man, shout out.
I don't even know. I haven't even been to the Epicenter.
Shout out to Epicenter, man. Regardless,
I don't know. I can't believe they did that.
This shit's crazy to me. Hopefully they open it back up.
Probably because they had too many fights. There was a fight every time.
The owner. I guess with 2020, it was kind of the last straw financially. Allegedly, you know, I just be googling shit. He kind of defaulted on a couple things. So.
But nonetheless, we're gonna run the Epicenter up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's DA Epicenter, but definitely appreciate y'all coming out. No, it was live. This was lit.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day, and we hope the viewers, the listeners, the friends of the pod Have a happy Valentine's Day, whatever you're doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Treat your partner right. If you ain't with nobody, just enjoy yourself. Take yourself out to dinner or something. Do some fun shit, man. It's the Epicenter podcast.
You can do things by yourself and still have fun.
Episode for sure.
And fellas, if you ain't got it booked, man, you pissed down your leg. Valentine's Day happen the same time.
We don't want to hear no excuses.
You're done.
No excuses.
Unless you with her, where you only have to get a poem, so you don't get your reservation.
Or fellas,
to big ass card to write a bunch of shit in it.
Always go to the store and buy yourself or buy your girl a nice lamb chop steak and put your cooking skills together.
You don't have to
decorate
do dinner reservation.
Like, you don't have to do dinner. That's
we got a personal chef in here
y'all
too.
Cook lamb chops though?
Yes. Oh, I am actually great at cooking lamb chops.
Don't get me started on food.
Please don't get me started.
I am a cook.
Yeah. Let's get into it again.
I like food.
All right, let's hit reverse. We back now. I thought we were gonna catch us somewhere.
To the first and last time listeners, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. It's been up. It's been up, man.
Absolutely, man. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow these young ladies on every platform, man. Show us love. We appreciate your support. And with that being said, it's the Epicenter Podcast.
We out. Get it! Type shit.